Oh yeah, this is good.
It is good. I'll tell you, man.
Hell no, bro.
This podcast is brought to you by a new beer we haven't tried.
Oh yeah, this is great. What the fuck?
Open bar podcast again. We're glad to be back for another episode. Somewhere in the 30s. Yo, man, we got 30 plus episodes.
That's crazy.
To me, that's pretty crazy, man. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Podcasting is hard. Putting out music is hard. Anybody out there,
Just
you know,
putting your art out there.
putting
It's
out
pretty
their
hard.
content, just keep going, man. It could get hard, but I don't know.
I mean, look at y'all moving up.
Yeah,
Look
moving-
at the setup now, bro.
moving
Hell
up,
yeah.
man.
Where everybody's the lighting.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog.
Yeah,
y'all
like,
doing your thing.
Beginning of last year, we didn't have the lighting, the
Yeah.
cameras, so.
Yeah, the hardest part for us has been trying to get feedback from people, man. We've always asked for it, and some people just kind of support you, like, without actually
Yeah,
consuming your content or stuff like that. I'm sure
I feel that.
you're familiar with that.
I feel that 100%.
But yeah, man, we're here with Stilo Jordan.
Yes.
Definitely someone we've been wanting to have on the podcast. We've been manifesting it, man. Like, nah, I swear, man. I've only known about you for under 2 years. And first I ever heard of you was from the Growth Sessions 2.
Okay.
And, hearing that album, and then from there, kind of it rolled into me meeting like E-Twist, who was on the podcast.
Right.
We've met Diversity. I wasn't very cool with him, but I finally got a chance to meet him, network with him. And then you, man, I feel like you're the mastermind, or at least a big centerpiece of the All About Growth entertainment. So, man, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Pick your brain. We could talk about a lot of stuff, man. You got a new album coming out. We'll talk about that. Forgot to talk about Genome, but let's talk about the beer real quick before we get into anything.
Scale of 1 to 10. All right, you go first.
Let's go on 1 to 10. I don't know. This is like an 8.
Ooh.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's a good 8 right now, man.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like a summertime type beer. Like, I fuck with it.
Like
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
Like sweaty ass, like summertime. Like,
Well, describe to me.
Look, this is not good. Look. I'm all right. So let me just say, fucking beer, like alcohol is not good, bro. It's like it's not good. Does not taste good, bro.
Terrible.
It fucks up your
It's
kidneys.
bad for you.
Oh, does it taste good?
It tastes delicious.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Fuck no. Okay, yeah. Y'all are wild for that, bro. This is not good. Like I'm gonna drink it only because you know what I'm saying. Y'all made
We
me
did not
open it.
peer pressure him into doing this.
He's doing this on his own will. Nobody forced him. I told him you don't have to, but you kind of have to since you're here.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, man. It's different. I've never even heard of this fucking brewery.
It's out in Austin. Friends and Allies.
Friends Allies Brewing from Austin, Texas, man.
You know, it's crazy. You think this is pretty skunky, like beer or like IPAs and stuff?
I think some, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking nasty, bro. Like, you're like, oh, this is the kind of skunky, I like it. It's IPA. What the fuck? Bro?
Yeah, like
that's what I mean,
this
bro.
one
It's
tastes so good. I don't know.
We've had
The
a share
mango.
of bad ones.
Oh yeah, we had some bad ones before.
Okay.
Shit, the
But-
one last week was terrible.
Ones that taste like water, like normal, somewhat. Those.
No, well, the water ones taste bad, and then
Just
the
to
shit that are
make
very
it clear,
hoppy.
we're also not those dudes that were like, oh, we drink IPAs. Like, oh, you drink a light beer. Fuck you. You don't know about beer.
Okay, well, yeah, well, respect to that. 'cause-
Yeah, I still don't know about beer. We literally just try different beers.
Yeah,
We
okay.
know a difference. We try to. There's some that we like. There's some that we don't.
Okay.
This one's not too bad, man.
All right.
This one's a really good one.
But yeah, but
All right.
You're just
I
hating.
just at this point I really I remember when my taste buds were like that, and I would even have a little sip in it. It'll just stay on your
He,
mouth.
I mean,
he
I'm-
drinks sour beers. Like, think about that, sour beers.
Sour. I mean, there are kids who like sour candy,
Yeah.
right?
It's-
But how many of them you'd be like, hey, this candy tastes kind of skunky. You like this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get
okay.
what you mean. It's called hoppiness.
Hoppiness. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hoppiness.
make sure you
Okay.
hear it
Hoppiness.
correctly.
My bad.
Because
Okay.
it might sound to some else to some other people, man.
Got you. batch.
But let's oh shit, 6.8%, man. So
I know.
maybe that's where you're tasting. That's where
It's about how good it is.
that's your skunkiness.
Okay.
6.8%
Out of 100.
out of 10. It's a solid 7 point. You know,
Watch him not even drink it anymore. He's just gonna just leave it there.
I mean,
pretend.
look. All right, I'm grown at least, right? And if somebody offers me something, I'm gonna take it.
you want a straw?
I'm try to finish it. Yeah, if you is it a twirly one, please?
Yeah, we got you.
No. I mean, I'm gonna finish it. Or I'm gonna drink it, but I'm not gonna be happy about it.
That's all that we ask from our guests.
Got you.
I mean, if anybody cares to try this at home,
Where'd you get it?
HEB.
Oh,
But according to Stilo, it's not good, so don't get it.
No, it's not what I'm. All right, look. All right,
Like, don't
again.
get this because it's pink, bro. Like, who the fuck buys pink beer, bro?
pink and purple. It's the new.
I don't know,
the new
man.
thing.
It's a you don't even know about the beer industry. It's a whole revolution of
No, they got some
flavors.
wild. They got wild shit.
Alcoholics.
Like yeah, there's wild shit. Like, dude, last week we didn't even air it, but we had a stout. It was a hot chocolate stout with what? Chiles, lactose,
cinnamon.
and cinnamon. It was
Wow.
not good.
It's terrible.
That sounds like dancers at a terrible strip club.
It was like that, but like 10 times worse.
Okay.
Yeah, like like a bad strip club where you get
Yeah.
that scent on you for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't wash it off.
Yeah, can't wash it off, and you're like, I think
And then you're just like, man, I spent too much money, and
Yeah,
now you're
spent too
broke,
much
and you're just
money.
like
Yeah.
crying.
I feel bad about my decisions. Kind of want to throw
For
up.
sure.
That's how we felt about that beer.
Especially when that stripper Chile came to stage, bro. Yeah.
It really had. It said Chile. I'm like, what the I don't know. The cover art was dope.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Take that shit myself.
What?
The cover art. You talking about that cover art?
Oh no, not this one.
No, the other
one's
one,
alright.
the one we had, it was Mi Abuelita. But it was like with the Virgen. So it was like a very San Antonio kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. For that Chile
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I saw the
Okay.
cover art and I was like, okay, that kind of sounds pretty cool. But
Wow.
reading everything else, I was like, yeah, I already knew it was going to be bad. But
You know
I was
how
just
the
like,
Virgin
fuck
Mary's
it.
holding like a what is it, a heart or something?
Yeah.
They
That
put the
one.
Virgin Mary with what? What did they put the Virgin Mary with?
Chile.
Chile.
Red hot chili pepper.
But it's Mi Abuelita with the chile.
Look, man, we didn't make it. We're just admiring the art. That's kind of how we buy beer, man. Just buy
Cool art.
cool art.
Okay.
And the market.
Well, I mean that's cool. That's cool. I mean there are people
Yeah.
who collect really weird things and
yeah, like beer cans. It's fucking
Yeah.
weird.
yeah.
But all right, man. You collect anything?
No,
No,
my thoughts.
just memories.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
Just songs
Yeah.
saved
And
on
then you just write those thoughts.
songs
Yeah.
saved
Write
on some
those
hard
songs down.
drive.
Yeah, and then occasionally a fucked up hard drive that I can never get back, and then I mean
Oh shit! How often has it happened?
it just happened to me recently. It's the worst. It's the worst thing, man. Cause like as you know, I'm also a photographer, right? So this hard drive has pictures dating back to like 2018
Yeah.
that I keep just in case, just in case I get that random like, hey, can you resend me these pictures? And I have pictures and I have everything like very organized in there. This is March of 2018, and then folders inside of folders, all this shit, very organized. But one day the fucking drive just did not work. I plugged it in and no computers read it. It just doesn't work anymore. And somebody said that they have something they could recover all the data and stuff from, but hopefully that works.
Oh, you still haven't fixed that issue?
No.
Oh shit!
Damn.
At least it wasn't music.
There's music in there. There's music
Oh.
that like there's a whole ass album
A release.
that has that people have been asking for from. I mean I don't even want to say that. Fuck it.
Bring
Yeah,
it
there's a
out,
whole
man.
ass fucking album that we started with the team. Like the the collaborative project that people were expecting of us.
Yeah.
It's on there.
Oh,
There's nowhere else, bro. It's on
Dang.
there.
that's gonna be like that. Like that hidden secret, like that J. Cole and Kendrick. that-
album. That's,
Yeah, I'm lying right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
just to get people
keep,
off my back.
Just keep talking about it every year and just be like, yeah,
Yeah.
we got it somewhere. But
Yeah.
it's out there.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks, man. And trust me, when I broke the news to especially diversity, and he's a very passionate person. I guess and I'm sure you can tell when just based off of his performances.
Yeah.
Very passionate person. So when I tell him, it's like, well, damn, that shit fucking sucks. Certain songs on there that he's been telling me like, yo, this is fucking fire. This is dope. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, I just gotta mix it first. I gotta mix it with the knowledge that I know now, and then yeah, maybe it'll be all right. And then the fucking drive broke, so I can't get around to it.
Like, how many songs, like, you think? Like, roughly 15?
There's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not
or just like
there.
unfinished.
It's not even just theirs. Like, there are features that I have, old features that I have, or like just a bunch of shit that's in there that is gone. I would say that I had off of based on the folders that I had in my music section in there. I mean, there were like maybe like 30 folders.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Some of them, maybe like 5 or 6 of them I have, like I ripped them from there because I remixed them or remastered them at the studio. So, because all that stuff that we had recorded that was in that hard drive was done before I started working at Stone Creek.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's talk. Let's get to the point.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say, we came here to talk about your album.
Hey.
We want to talk about your album.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad we got an exclusive because we got the exclusive.
Open bar exclusive.
Coming out February 5th, so
February 5th.
This episode will be out by then. Like, trust me, bangers. I saw him yesterday for a quick bit, and first thing I had to tell him, I'm like, man, you did it. Like,
I appreciate
like, congrats,
it.
man. Like, I don't know. I'm sure you put a lot of work into it.
It was easy. It was easy. I
really?
can't even lie.
I'm
That's
glad.
why it's so good, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like the inspiration kept coming and coming and coming, and this was one of those projects where it's like I didn't feel any stress throughout it.
Oh, that's good.
It was just good work that just kept on coming and coming and coming. So,
When did you find the time to make your own music? How do you work on your own music? Because I know you got your hands on a lot of other people's music as well.
it is definitely a misbalanced lifestyle that I live. So I sacrifice sleep to work on my projects. You know what I mean? So like usually all day I'm working on so-and-so's mixing so-and-so's album or a song, or producing for so-and-so, or taking pictures and editing pictures for so-and-so, and it's hard to find time for myself. So time to a normal person for myself. And so normally my creative process with music starts around 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then I don't go home till 6, 7 a.m. Wake up, go straight to the studio, work for somebody else, and then it was just that. And then it was just finding those little windows of me where I can work, or the times where I'm like, hey, I might have COVID, so I'm gonna have to cancel these sessions, and then just work on my own shit.
Make some bangers.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like
do you like write everything down like beforehand, or do you like do it right then and there, like when you're making it?
That's a good question, but I'm sorry to cut you off. But yeah, I just wanted to say, to the people that are hearing or going to see this, like, you produce your whole album too.
Yeah.
Let's
everything.
talk about, that. You produce your whole album. Front to back or what?
Front to back.
All right, so with that, I want to hear what you guys say about
so my
how
process,
you write.
My process, right? So that all like everything you just asked me is like what my process is. So,
Yeah.
It's funny that you ask about the writing thing, because I used to write everything before I even heard a beat, anything. I used to that was how I started off, and then I would kind of gauge my production into whatever I felt like this song that I wrote was supposed to sound like, as far as just reading the lyrics, and so I used to do that, but I feel like and that was when I feel like that always forced me to just rap and spit and try to be kill everybody with the bars and all that stuff, and I felt like that's cool.
Be too lyrical.
Yeah, it was too too lyrical, and I wouldn't even say too lyrical, but it was just like that whole lyrical where I was so focused on like this metaphor, that metaphor, and sometimes that shit is a slippery slope, because you're so focused on what this bar means, you lose the whole what the song is supposed to feel like, or what the story that the song is supposed to tell, because you're so focused on what these bars are saying. You know what I mean? So that causes a lot of times the song to mean nothing in the end, you know, and that's something that
Yeah, I totally get that. Especially when you get like a what's the word, like a almost like a template where you get a hook, your rap verse, hook, blah blah blah. You know, it's just it's not a lot of originality to a song structure.
Maybe, yeah, sometimes, yeah, definitely, you know. But I feel like all of my music, it all tells a story, right? And not to stray too far off of what I was saying, but like everything, you know, tells a story, and I try to stick to a certain subject on exactly what I was feeling or exactly what I was thinking at that time, and so, but I used to write like that all the time. This project, it wasn't that. It was really starting. I really started with the production, like very, very, very basic chord progressions and stuff like that. And I went there, and then as I was like doing these chord progressions and kind of building the foundation of these songs, I would start humming melodies in my head, and then kind of decide whether I wanted that melody to be my voice or I wanted that to be another instrument, and kind of went there. And I basically, everything just kind of went based off of feeling. I kind of dropped like this whole formula aspect to making music, you know, and went with feeling on this project, you know. And yeah, man, the process for this project was kind of like a cohesive thing where sometimes the lyrics would come right after the chord progression, during the chord progression, as far as like my thoughts for them, and then I start writing and then building everything around it, or whatever. Everything just kind of like built itself all at once, you know, and created it like its own structure.
I know, like you were saying, you produced the whole thing. I know you wrote the whole thing. You know, besides it, you know, everyone's guest verse. You mixed and mastered everything.
Yeah, I even recorded myself. So y'all know how the studio is, right? Yeah. So I was in the control room. It was just me by myself. So I had to hit record, run to the fucking booth, close the door, put my headphones on, and then try to catch it. And then I'm running, so I'm fucking out of breath and shit, you know. And so like, yeah, it was a bit of a struggle, man.
I was wondering.
There was nobody else in the studio
at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
Nobody's working that late.
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
you.
Exactly. Nah, I mean, I could be like the asshole to be like, yo, hey Mac, I'm gonna use one of the interns tonight and keep that dude there till 7 in the morning, knowing I don't got it. You know what I'm saying? So like,
why not? I mean, you're giving him some game, bro.
Not really. He's pressing record at that point. Everything's done. You know, he's just all he's doing is pressing.
He's listening to some greatness. Like,
okay. Well, yeah. I mean, no, maybe.
I'll hit the space bar for you, bro. If you need somebody to do that for you,
bet. No, but yeah,
that's Gino. Nah, yeah, I was actually wondering how you record yourself. I know you engineer for other people. I've seen how you do it, and I've seen whenever you're doing features or you know you got somebody. Like for example, I've seen you work with Twist, and Twist will go in there and hit record for you, and I see he even knows how to mess with whatever DAW you were using. Yeah.
Luckily, yeah, because I mean, worst case scenario, if I don't feel like doing that whole fucking shit, and if Twist is there, like I'll be like, hey, you know, for before your session starts, I need you to record this for me. You know, I wrote it last night or something, and then you know, luckily him and D, they know how to run that stuff because they were actually recording themselves before you know they started coming to me and all that. So
yeah, I think a lot of people are getting familiar with all these programs and
at this point,
yeah. There's YouTube that helps a lot of people out. So I know you got features. You got the whole AAG on there.
Yeah.
Even your brother, Case, has a little... He doesn't have really a feature, but, you know, he's talking on there. And you got Ominous. Ominous the monster.
Yeah, Ominous. Ominous is fucking dope. Yeah. Track number 2.
Yeah,
Ominous.
Track 2. You know, you hear you and then you hear Ominous. Yeah. No, that's dope. You got... Yeah, you keep it all, like, you know, your friends. You got everybody.
Yeah.
That's the song I was telling you, like...
Okay.
Like... That's my favorite song.
It's a good song.
Cause dude, you got me. Even that hook, I'm already singing like I'm paranoid.
Okay. Yeah. Sneak peek. Alright, sneak peek of the project. Shit.
That's all you get. That's all y'all get.
No, but that it was fun, man. Like, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but I don't really do features. like that, you know. And
We've noticed that you mostly just work with your crew.
within, yeah,
Yeah, within.
and well, and the crazy thing, like as far as like anything that I put out, like yeah, I mean I don't really go out of my way and ask people for features a lot, and it has nothing to do with like, oh, I think I'm better than everybody. It has nothing to do with that shit. I just don't feel like I always need somebody in there to help me get a point across with my music. Because like I said, every song that I do, it means something to me. You know, I have a story that I'm trying to tell, a certain character that I'm trying to portray or whatever. And so sometimes to me, that isn't the best, like, I'll wait. There you go. Sometimes to me that doesn't help me get the point across as easy as I want it to be. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't have that. But I've been working with Ominous a lot actually recently in this past year.
I know I've seen the videos on Instagram, like y'all two been working together. I'm assuming he's recorded his next album at your studio.
Yes, and what's crazy is shout out to Ominous the Monster. His album Shelly drops on the 4th, the day before mine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean crazy, dude. So I'm excited for that stuff too, because that's even more music that you're gonna be getting from me as well, because I'm featured on that project also.
Did you produce anything, or did you mix and master the entire album? Oh wow.
Was it the whole album? I don't remember. No, yeah, I think I did everything. Except for one song. There's one song. No, I mixed and mastered everything.
Oh, wow.
I didn't record everything. I think he did some of it, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did a couple of songs like
elsewhere, and then you brought the stamps.
Here, I think. I can't remember too much.
But did you got any production?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. I produced. How many fucking songs did I produce? I think I produced 2 songs, maybe one. I can't remember, man. But yeah.
No, that's cool. Yeah, because I've seen, like the friendship, at least between y'all two. Because, like I seen y'all, grown together. So it's cool for him to hop on here and then you hop on there.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I do like Ominous a lot.
Yeah, he had a great verse.
It's a guy that I don't know very much. I've been introduced to him, but I do like him because his music he definitely has a very unique sound.
Yeah.
Voice.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a good like voice, like a rapping voice. Like I do like his voice.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm lucky I heard that song of you and him on his album, which that one is crazy too, man. And it's so different, so fire. That's all I've heard from him, honestly, because for some reason Cody has those songs.
Yeah.
That's how I heard him. But
damn, Cody, you finna get, you know what I'm saying? We finna back you in a corner, dog.
Yeah, man. He's like my dealer of unreleased music and shit.
He's your pirate. Yeah, he'd be pirating shit for you.
Yeah, but how is his sound compared to that throughout his album, Can you give us a sneak peek? It's dropping a day after we drop this podcast. Come on, let's give him a little.
Can I give? I can't get. You know what I mean? But what I will say is, his project, man, is it's great. Like the production. The thing about Ominous, he has a great ear for beats. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So the production throughout it, and of course, like if you've already heard Ominous, he goes hard as shit. He's got bars, all that stuff. And he's also one of those artists that I really respect because everything that he talks about in his music is real life stuff that he's gone through, and it all has meaning to it. It all has substance, And so this project though is like a huge step forward for him, I think, compared to everything that he's done. Because everything he's done, like, I mean, it's all great. Like if you heard the last project, Karloff, amazing project.
Fire.
Yes, and so but this one, it's a step not in the opposite direction, but I think it's like a step, towards growth within himself and him finding himself as an artist. Because the production, like I said, the production for everything feels great. I mean, some of the shit, when y'all hear it, y'all realize like, oh my God, these songs sound like they should be in movies. And when I say that, as soon as you hear them, you'll know exactly which songs I'm talking about.
I know one song you're talking about.
Yeah, so yeah, that song is wild, bro. It's such a good song.
I have yet to hear it. So
Dang,
Cody hasn't.
He's holding out on you.
Cody hasn't sent it to me.
You're gonna have to wait till February 4th.
Yeah, about to hit up like Cody. Everybody else.
You ain't special.
So I think you made a post. Maybe it was on Facebook or Instagram, but you're like, this album is different from like your previous album. Like, you you're saying like this one's better than all your other work. I know I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what you said, but it was something like that. What makes this one special than the rest, you think?
Well, so I've whenever people would ask me, hey, well, do you produce your own stuff? I would tell them like 90%. That was always the answer. 80-90% of the songs that I make are produced by me. This is the first project where it's 100% produced by me. I mean, I didn't get any help from any producers. I work with fucking right now. I'm a roommate with an amazing producer. I didn't even ask him for this. You know what I mean? And so like, this was the first time where I was like, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna guide this in the exact direction that I want it to go. This album. The reason why I say it's the best thing that I've ever done, because it feels like that, like I said, when people think that I've said this before on other interviews. This shit was easy to me, and that's how I know, because everything was just so fluid when I was making it. The production on here was probably the best production that I've ever done ever. And all of it was kind of.
I think I could agree to that.
Yeah,
because I know on a few songs first verse, you'll have like, I don't know, something, and then on the second verse you'll switch it up. You'll add more synths, or I would just hear it like on the second verse, and then I'm like the third verse, like layers upon layers. I was like, that I really liked.
Yeah,
because I think the one with diversity, fucking up the wave.
Yeah,
you did that.
Yeah.
You did that along with the E-Twist song, where the first verse was different from the second verse. And I was like, I really enjoyed that, because like those little details were there.
Right. Well, so and then another thing too is like this project, I wanted everything to tell a story, not just my lyrics. The beats, if you listen to the beats, there's build-ups, there's bridges, there's all this stuff. I want the beat to feel like a journey just as much as I want the lyrics to. Because I feel like all of that is so cohesive. I mean, it's so important to a listener, whether they know it or not. Like, a lot of the biggest tracks that you're hearing, that come out, they aren't like those one hit wonders from people and stuff. Like mainly in like pop charts, which pop rules the world. Mainly in pop charts, you'll hear how everything is so structured, and so there's like a journey throughout the production, little hints of production in this part of the song, that lead into this part of the song, that break right here, and everything that it does, it gives you a certain feeling, and so I studied basically a lot of pop music and like real songwriting and real songwriters, to kind of help me get my story across, not only with my lyrics but also with the music.
Yeah, because I was telling him, like, off camera, Must Have Been Love. That song, because it's a very poppy song, I would say. It's you singing. I don't think it's you rapping on it now.
Yeah,
so it's like you singing on it. Is it I know there's like another voice. Is that you as well?
Everything.
Okay, because like the other voice, because like it's like a deeper kind of like tone. Because I think I feel like this album, you're also like with your voice, like it's very like I feel like you're playing with it.
I'm using my voice as an instrument, like as it should be this time around, and toying with that idea and toying with the tools that I have, And so it's me. And I have a funny story for that too, because like that was kind of the song that kicked everything off. That made me like, okay, I'm gonna make a project. Like, I love the way this sounds, and let me listen to this over and over again and try to start building this this story. And like, how can I get this the way that this song feels, and translate it into other music, and other songs and stuff. And that song, when I had made it, it was one of those songs that I did. I literally wrote the whole thing, mixed the whole thing, or wrote the whole thing, produced the whole thing, and then mixed it all within a span of like 4 hours. The whole song, yeah, bro. And so and
talking about being easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, bro. And so like, this was
that's
one
a
of
flex.
Yeah,
it's a little flex.
No, kind of. But artists understand this. There are those songs that that take 20 minutes and it's your favorite fucking song. But then there are those songs that took you a year, 6 months, and you still haven't finished it, but you still love it. It's a great song, so you can keep trying to fucking finish the song. Like, y'all know those, but like I hit a streak, with 9 tracks. that was just back to back to back, you know. And so, but this was one of those days where I had like a fully booked day, and then I was like, you know what, I got inspiration. Let me try to write something. I heard this song by The Weeknd. It's an old song. I was listening to his old music, you know, The Hills, all that shit. And so that track, when I did it, it was let me get back to it. So it was one of those days where I was fully booked throughout the day, and then the client left. I was like, fuck, okay, so let me start producing something. And then it was like literally the first chord that I hit, I was like, that's cool. Okay, so what can I do next? 4 hours later, the song's done. I showed it to my boss the next day. I was like, dude, check this shit out. I did this shit last night. In 4 hours, bro. Like, check this shit out. He was like, okay, cool. And I showed it to him, and if anybody here knows Mack Damon, if you've ever worked with Mack Damon, you know how opinionated this man is and how like critical he is. He's listening to the song and he's like, wow, he's like, man, he's like, this shit is fucking fire. And that's the first compliment I ever got from Mac, like a real like wow, like you did something.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like, but I love what you're doing. And then the guy on the second verse, like, you know, he's dope. I was like, that guy on the second verse is me. He was like, you cheeky fucker. Like, I was like, yeah, bro. He's like, where did that voice come from? I don't fucking know. Like,
yeah, because I was wondering. I was like, it doesn't say featuring anybody. I was like, that has to be him. Just, you know, like registered down.
I think Cody asked him the same question.
Yeah, Cody.
I heard it when in the song. Yeah. I was like, I think that's Stilo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I think it's Stilo, but like, I don't know.
Hey man, I just cracked up on my second one. You want your second one?
I'm good, bro.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
This is so good. I'm gonna savor it. Okay.
Oh, I know that feeling, dude. I fucking know that feeling.
Okay. but yeah, man, that was honestly one of the highlights of last year's, getting that. You know, when you if you've ever had a mentor like that, you know, getting that, like, the affirmation from them, or confirmation from them that you're doing something right, feels great, bro. And like, he's like a true mentor to me. You know, he taught me everything that I really know about everything that I do, you know. And so he taught me how to look at music and how to treat my music, you know, and just do things differently to where it'll help me stand out and grow even more, you know. Because everybody gets to this point too, is like, you feel like you're at the top of your game all the time. Mm-hmm. You know, every step that you feel like you're there. But and then it's when you start actually seeing that growth in yourself that you look back and you're like, man, I really wasn't that guy back then, and I was like walking around, you know, like those skinny buff dudes.
Yeah.
Go to the door sideways. Yeah, that's like me. That, bro.
Trust me, there's a lot of people that feel like that about their music, that don't have the proper music to back them up, man. I'm just saying.
Right. Well, okay.
Well, a lot of people, a lot of artists don't even have mentors, you know, like that, you know, to like tell them like, hey.
You know what though? I think it's changing, but I will say that for a long fucking time, the first thing I noticed is people don't like criticism out here, and they don't like people telling them that they're not doing everything fucking right. You know, and it's this ego that a lot of artists have. It's just what most artists have, that they're doing the best thing ever. But and you know, to a point, I was on that side of the fucking fence also, where I was like, there's nobody doing what I'm doing. There's nobody better than me. Reality is not fucking true. There's a million of us out there, and so but there was not, like, a lot of the artists out here just did not take criticism very well. They're not coachable in any way, you know. They think that everybody has all of the answers, you know, and it was just that kind of environment before. But I mean, it feels weird because to say this, and like, I know people are gonna fucking hate this, me saying this, because I sound like the guys that I'm literally explaining right now. Once I started like embracing my mentor and like putting it out there, like, yo, like, this guy's who's taught me everything that I know, like, I'm getting better as an artist and doing that stuff, I feel like the pride of that shit kind of started getting let go, and people are, you know, actually like, hey, like, I'm learning from you, and like saying all these things, because I wasn't afraid to tell people that. You know, I was constantly around the scene like, yo, like, I fuck with that shit. Like, I'm trying to perform like you, like what you're doing, like, that's dope. Or, yo, I fuck with that song. Like, I'm trying to be able to sing like you. Like, I'm really working to do that. Or, you know, so on and so forth. And I think people were kind of embracing the artist community and, you know, letting each other feed off of each other nowadays. And it's just different. You know, it's a whole different fucking animal that that we've created. I feel like in the past 2 years, you know, and I think, you know, a lot of that has to do with what Vision is doing with the Glory Project and what we did with the Grow Sessions. You know, actually forcing people to kind of collaborate and sit in a room together.
Yeah, and collaborate and just, you know, and work and feedback.
Embrace the fucking community and embrace, like, literally we have tools all over, you know, all around us, man, with music. I mean, you want to get better and you feel like that guy's better than you. Why is he better than you? I guarantee you could ask him nowadays and he'd be like, yo, like, you know, this is what I'm doing, or this is how I'm looking at things, or this is how, you know. So I mean, yeah, it's just all that ego stuff. I feel like it's kind of like dissipating and going away a little bit at a time.
That's good. I keep bringing up the same question whenever I interview people or bring people around that are within music. It's like, yeah, like, how do we elevate San Antonio to be one of those cities that's known for, you know, having good artists and just exporting good artists, you know. And one person really said it's all about, you know, community and just letting go of all that ego stuff and start working together, and how do we all make it instead of trying to be all
right
individual about me.
I have 100% been on that boat since I did the first Grow Sessions. That was the whole point, you know. Like, let's create a community, because if you go to, I mean, look, and actually every fucking city is the same. Everybody wants to get out of their city, right? Because they feel like it's gonna be the best thing for them, and yada yada yada. But which in some cases is very true. I think they look about it all wrong. Like, they everybody wants to move to LA because LA shit's popping off, but it's usually not the case. Usually what happens is people pop off in their city and then move to LA, popped off, and usually affiliated with somebody who's opened or cracked open doors for them. Yeah. You know, and the whole community aspect is great because it you know, there's power in numbers, and if all of these musicians were kind of helping, like, support each other, it is a dog eat dog world, and that's something that's gonna be easier said than done. But if, you know, there was some sort of, like, way to where everybody was able to just, like, really support without having to, you know, lead or push against their own agenda, you know. Everybody has their own agenda. There's nothing wrong with that shit. Yeah. And so, I mean, if you know, and one of the best ways to do that, I think, is collaboration. You know, if everybody started collaborating, and people were so stuck with the whole, well, I'm gonna collaborate with other rappers. Why the fuck just other rappers? Why just other rappers? You know, exactly. why aren't you branching out and collaborating with,
like, you know, there's singers. There's a lot of good singers here in San Antonio. Like,
so can you introduce us to some singers for the podcast?
So okay, so some crazy,
that same point that you're talking about, like, yeah, man.
So what's crazy?
Rappers.
Yeah, there's a lot of rappers. There's a lot of rappers out there, and if you stick to the same, like, if you, you know, how do I fucking say this? You keep going to the same bar expecting to meet, like, the right person at this one place and hoping that they walk into that door, chances are gonna be really fucking slim. But if you start going out to different fucking bars and you know, looking for, you know, this person or golden ticket, so to speak, you know, you have a higher chance of finding it. You know, you're not putting yourself behind four walls and just sticking there and being too comfortable. But as far as to that point with the singers, there's a girl on my last track on there. I'll pick it up. Yeah. she pops in for a little bit. Her name is Julia Hatfield. Shout out to Julia Hatfield. What's crazy about her is Hatfields and McCoys. Like, that's her actual bloodline, the Hatfields. And so, but her, she's a country singer. Mm-hmm. And you've met Julia before.
Yeah, I met her before.
So Julia, yeah, she's a country singer, and like, and I mean, like like country, right? But I got her to hop on this track, and, like, it sounds great, you know. She killed it, you know, and it was just, and her voice is so, it just has, like, a feel that you really wouldn't be able to get off of somebody who just listens to hip hop or just listens to a certain style of R&B. You know, there's that. Shout out to another girl. I don't have her on any projects. I have her on an old project called Drowning. She was on a song called Comfortable. It's one of the first little projects I dropped. And her name is Ariel Davis. Amazing singer. R&B mainly. Very, very soulful R&B. You know, she's fucking awesome, great singer. And a lot of these people I didn't find going to the same hip hop shows. No, I was going to open mics, like the kind of open mics where everybody was allowed. You know, where you get the country singers, the rock bands, the trumpet player randomly. You know, and then a lot of times I was the only rapper there.
Oh wow.
And that made me stand out. That made me kind of look at music differently and see how people, you know, like the way that people perform differently as well. And it introduced me to a lot of cool opportunities because now I know a drummer because of this fucking rock band. Or I got somebody who can play bass for me because of that rock band. Or I got a singer who could sing for me because, you know, I met her at this fucking open mic, you know, and she does folk music or some shit, you know, But yeah, everybody's trying to like stick in. When I say collaborate, I don't mean just within your own genre.
Yeah.
Like, collaborate outside and you know, learn some shit, and then twist that shit into hip hop and stand out.
Yeah, because I think that's the thing with hip hop. You know, hip hop, you don't have to stick to the traditional, just like boom bap kind of like style. You know, I think with hip hop, you know, you can experiment with other things, but still keep. You know, you can still keep rap and still keep that hip hop element into it, but you could have singers or have a trumpet player or have like an orchestra. You could have an orchestra in there and still rap over an orchestra. Like it's
Right.
crazy. Like
Right. No, 100%. And you know, a lot of it comes like when people are looking for like instrumentalists and stuff. A lot of it falls onto why they don't. There's a money thing usually. There's nothing wrong with that either. Like, you know, everybody needs to, you know, eat first before they start focusing on music or whatever. But a lot of times it's a money thing, and it's like, bro, but you probably spend this much
money management.
Eating out, you know what I mean? Like you've probably spent like $200 eating out at McDonald's, or wherever, fast food, you know, and and then you're complaining about like not having your music, which you love your music. You know you don't fucking love fast food that much. You know you don't. You know you love your fucking music more, and it's gonna last longer.
Yeah.
Right. So like if you look at it like that, and you save that $200 and then put it towards the $200 that this fucking pianist is gonna charge you, or this singer is gonna charge you, or this choir is gonna charge you, then I mean, fuck, you'll probably be a lot happier with your music.
Yeah. Money management. A lot of people. It sucks because, you know, school really doesn't really teach you that much about money management. So, like, people really don't learn, you know, how to manage money. You know, what you need to focus.
Well, yeah, but then I think what he's trying to say is, you know, like, do you really want to make your music and elevate it? Is like you got to put in some, you know, how important? Sometimes you got to put some money into it. Because,
you got to put your money into it. Sometimes you got to sacrifice, like how he said he sacrificed sleep to do, you know, to work on his album. You got to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of sacrifice. Not a lot.
It takes...
Yeah, man. If you really want to make it, if you're out there going out to eat, blowing all your money.
Every day. Every day, yeah.
You got to stick to the ramen noodle diet if you really want it on the streets. Man, the streets of San Antonio.
You know, it's not even just that, you know. I mean, that was just a very small example, but yes, absolutely. Fuck, enjoy that steak after you make that song fucking dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good to, you know, to have celebratory moments, you know.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's better, honestly, than just, you know, it makes you feel like you earn it. You know, like, hey, I'm doing something. Yeah, I'm gonna budget myself so I could work on my music, and then once I'm done with it, I'm proud of it. You know what? Now I'm gonna go treat myself or something like that.
Right, and I mean, look, and I don't want to seem like you know, like I'm barging in on people.
You should, man.
When I say something,
you get my permission.
Well, when I say like, you know, like fuck, like take care of you. Like, well, if you want your music to sound good, you know, stop doing the things that you like to do. You know, I'm in no position to be telling people that, but it's like, how important is the music to you, and then figure out how you can fit that into your budget. You know what I mean? What means less to you than your music? Mm-hmm. You know, if you love eating out every day, or you just maybe you don't know how to cook, or whatever the fucking case may be, you know what I'm saying? Like if you and like that's just how you're gonna survive, bro. Then by all means, like do that shit. But like figure out if you really want to do something, there's always a way to do it, right? And so I mean that's just really fucking like an important life lesson. I think everybody needs to fucking figure out.
It's a short album, bro.
It is.
Why are you gonna tease me with like 8 good songs? Because you're saying it's 9 songs, but the intro
it's
is
8.
It's 8 songs.
Uh-huh.
Sorry to ruin it for the crowd.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, the music behind.
I'm
fucking,
gonna say this. Like it's no skips, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I could say and give a recommendation to a lot of even my favorite artists that they decided to drop a 13 track album and then 5 of them are shitty songs, just fillers. I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
Well,
You purposely made it this short.
No. So
It's not short, by the way.
I try thinking about, or I used to think about like my album has to be 13 fucking songs, and like there's no getting around it. There has to be 13 songs. Again, man, like this project I went based off of feeling. I felt like the project was complete at 9, so I stopped. You know, and I feel like I got my point across with what I was trying to with what this album means. Like, you know, even from the title, I felt like I got my point across, and I said everything that I needed to say. I didn't want anything to be redundant. I didn't want to be saying the same thing throughout, you know, on a fucking extra track just to have 10 tracks, you know, or 13 tracks. And so that was like my plan. But throughout the year, man, I learned to go based off of feeling. Everything that I do is based off of a feeling. You know, like, does this feel right?
That gut feeling.
Yeah. Does this
intuition.
Exactly. Does this feel right? Cool. I'm gonna run with it. Does it feel like I need more music? All right. Well, I'll make more. I was actually gonna release the track at 5 songs because I felt like it was done. But then as I was listening through, I was like, it's missing something. Then fucking 1 more track came, and then 2 more tracks came, and then finally I had my final project. You know, with the last song, because the last song on the project was the last song I wrote.
Oh yeah.
And it was the like, when I made it, I was like, oh fuck, dude, like this is it. Like, I'm like, I can't, like, even now, like, even after it's been uploaded, because sometimes you get that you upload it and then you're like, fuck, I should have added something. Yeah. No, this one right here, no, it feels great, man, all the way through. I felt like this is a complete project. It's a solid project. Yeah.
I know I complained about how short it was, but it like, my 2 favorite songs are literally the intro. I mean, song Paranoid. 2, Paranoid, and then Pick It Up, last song.
Yeah.
So it's great because you managed to have a good consistent album where you got nothing but good songs. Starts off great, ends off great, dude. I mean, I just gotta give you props to that.
Appreciate
I don't know, before anything goes on, that song goes fire. We were talking about it a lot yesterday. It gives me, I love just the rhythm of it. You're singing on that song. You're singing You're singing your ass off. The song is like so energetic.
And it's like nothing I've ever done.
It like very Mac, it gives me like a Mac Miller vibes.
Okay.
That's what he was telling me.
Yeah.
The Must Have Been Love song, it was giving me Kanye vibes. I was telling him it gives me Kanye 808 and Heartbreaks vibes. Yes. Like the way the drums are, the way the singing is.
I love that. Because
that's what I was getting from it. Like,
because I kept on telling people, like, bro, like, after I made it, like, okay, I listened to the Weeknd, and I wasn't trying to recreate the Weeknd or anything like that, but after the song was done, I was like, yo, this feels like I went into, when I was right after you called me a cheeky fucking bastard. And so
me?
Yeah, no, Mac.
Oh.
When I told him it's also me on that second verse, I was like, doesn't this fucking song feel like the Weeknd and Kanye West collaborated? Doesn't it feel like that?
Yeah, I heard it too. It's those drums that you got going.
The drums, it reminded me of like Love Lockdown.
Yes, the Kanye drums. That's what I keep calling them. The Kanye drums.
Kanye drums.
These drums are not samples. Okay, I created these drums. Okay, and so, but yeah, the Kanye drums, man. I love that. I haven't used those drums since. I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know what fucking drums they are. But I haven't touched them since. I haven't used them since. They just felt right for that song, and the song just feels like that for me. And,
that's like one of my favorite songs. It's just, I don't know, it's different. It's different from the album, and it's just, I don't know, if it's a feel good type song.
It's a very good song, man.
Yeah, you could just sing along to it. And,
yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Okay, because like that is my, by far, as far as production goes, it's my favorite song as far as production. I just love the way it feels, and all the layers that are in it. Like I really, I don't know how the fuck it happened, but like, again, bro, it just happened so quick. Like, I just made it, and it was, oh shit.
One thing led to another, Yeah, just kept on going.
Yep.
All right, man. Before we finish it, I almost wanted to cut you off and bring in the subject where you were mentioning how you like to tell people that like I'm inspired by you or blah blah blah. Because I saw your video of you talking to Wayside Boogie.
Yeah.
That shit's pretty. I mean, I don't know. You must be fucking happy, dude. That shit is. I was happy for you, dude. That shit is a good moment. I'm sure. Y'all had the Wayside Boogie show yesterday, booked by y'all in All About Growth.
So blessed to be able to say that shit.
Yeah. So that happened last night. It was a big event for here in San Antonio. All the people we follow have been talking about it. People performing, from your crew to even C-Will and them. And you're backstage over there with Wayside Boogie. Mm-hmm. You're like, I'm giving you my autograph.
I'm giving you my autograph, dog.
Because I'm gonna be better than you. I'm paraphrasing like that. But he really liked that, man, and that shit is fire, man.
So for starters, fucking big shout out to Diversity, man. I'm so proud of this man, Diversity, bro. Cause really the reason why this happened is because of him. He's the one who was like, yo, I'm gonna book Wayside Boogie down here. We have the opportunity. I'm gonna book him. Let's do it. He was the front runner for everything behind this whole thing, man. So huge shout out to him. Like, he's come so far, and I've only known him for 2 years, but from what I hear, because he's been in this for a while, from what I hear from the start to where he is now, it's just he's grown more than anybody that I know, even more than myself, and so but huge shout out to him. Number 2 is that fucking moment, bro. So what's funny was that wasn't planned either. It was like a last minute, like, I was gonna get him to sign that hat because I like that hat, and then I realized when he was on stage that night, I was like, bro, he's wearing pretty much the exact same fucking hat. That's fucking dope. Like I didn't mean to do that shit, right? And it just happened like that. So I called my brother and I was like, hey, so like right before we're getting ready to go in, I was like, hey, I was gonna get him to sign the hat, but yo, instead I'm gonna autograph this shit and then I'm gonna give it to him. And my brother was like, no, don't do that. It's weird. You don't think that's weird? I'm like, nah, fuck no, I don't think it's weird. Like, everybody was like, bro, that's kind of weird. Like, I had 2 people on my team tell me, don't do it. And then I was like, but listen. Wayside Boogie, like literally 2 weeks before we booked that session or booked that show, I was telling my brother, like, we were just talking about it, like features and shit. Like, I am a huge fucking fan of Wayside Boogie. I have been for a long time now. And then like 2 weeks after having this conversation with my brother, me saying that I really wanted, like, if there was anybody that I could work with, anybody in the world that I could work with right now, I'd want to work with Wayside Boogie. He's fucking, he's great. He's an inspiration to me. He's an idol to me, and so that'd be fucking fire. And I can actually say that we've worked with him because we put the show together. We worked with him for this, and then it was fucking great. And when I went into that room and I was standing there, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna say to him? Like, yo, here's my autograph. Like, no, fuck no. Let me actually tell you why I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I pretty much told him, like, hey, you're an inspiration to me. You're an idol. And I look up to you, but I'm trying to surpass you.
I mean, hell yeah, great. But also, I wanted to do this for you, man. You're an idol of mine, and man, I be making music. You brought me out of a space to where I was able to create music again. So I wanted to give you my autograph, and I wanted to tell you, I wanted to tell you, bro, like, I'm trying to, you're my idol, and what I'm trying to do is, be not only like you but better, and no offense in any way.
And short and just to make that whole paragraph shorter, I'm trying to surpass him, man, and I knew that, like, I look up to certain people for a lot of things other than the music that they create, but the message that they put off, and also just their personality, themselves as an individual. And I could tell that, like, I can tell I was gonna be fine saying that without him taking it the wrong way. Like, he has idols.
He could have taken it better, honestly.
Yeah. And that shit was like, that's the moment that I'm telling you. Like, it wasn't even like the whole giving him my autograph thing. It was him telling me, like, yo, like, this is the most amazing shit that ever happened. Like, you literally came in here, you gave me your autograph and told me you trying to be better than me. He's like, do that shit, bro. Kill me in this shit, bro. And then he, like, he knew where I was coming from, because exactly what he said. He said, Why the fuck would anybody want to go up and settle to say, yo, I'm trying to blow up to be under this man, like under this person, like I look up to you, I want to be under you, bro, like
you don't want to be under anybody.
Nobody ever wants to be under anybody.
You don't want to be under. You don't want to be like them. You know, you want to create your own lane.
Right, exactly. He inspired me, bro. I'm not trying to steal none of his shit. I'm not trying to sound like him. He just inspired me, bro. Like there was a point where I was gonna be like, I was like, no, I'm done fucking writing music. I'm done with this shit. And then I heard him write some stuff, and I was like, God damn, I want to write to that too. So let me get back into my shit.
Just think about it, like 20, 30 years, Wayside Boogie's gonna have that hat of your autograph. Just somewhere in his house.
I'm gonna be blown up.
He says he's keeping it out.
So like I'm pretty sure he's gonna keep it. He's just gonna he's gonna keep it somewhere and just like this guy Stilo Jordan.
You got
from San Antonio,
I also
Texas.
gave him my album. I gave him my album in that same shit too, bro.
Wait, do you have CDs?
I gave him a flash drive.
Oh, flash drive? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was like, yo,
make CDs, make vinyls already.
Dude,
so
you know how expensive them are? Like, bro,
I'm pretty sure.
I looked into it. Okay, $100 a fucking vinyl. Like I know I said invest in your craft, bro, but I'm about to put $2,000 into this shit. You know? Yeah. So
just made like 10 vinyls, and I'll buy all 10 and then I'll resell them.
Okay. Yeah. How about you front me and then I front me and I got you, bro.
Hey, that's what case is for.
Hey, yeah.
Yo,
nah,
man.
bro, but yeah, man.
I mean, that's a great moment for you, man. Congrats.
For sure, congrats.
Congrats on your album, dude. Like,
thank you.
For real. This is gonna be out in our podcast, so I'm saying it right now, man. Like, you're one of the dopest artists in the city. I know you don't want to be known as a San Antonio artist, so I wish you the best. And dude, you got a hit on you. I know the way y'all move, all about growth. So I know y'all are gonna go big in promotion and everything. So I don't know, man. Congrats. We like it.
Yeah,
we definitely recommend people to check this out. This is not just like some shit where like, oh yeah, there's some good music in San Antonio. This is good music.
What's the album called again?
From the Wayside.
From the Wayside, February 5th.
Everywhere.
Stilo Jordan.
Also,
are you gonna do any music videos?
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to Karula. He's gonna be the next best videographer out here. I think he's fucking amazing, just dope. He's cool as shit. His accent is fucking wild, bro. He came up to me with a Russian ass accent, dog. Freaked me the fuck out. That's crazy.
Freaked me out.
But yeah, no. So shout out to Karula. Yes, I'm gonna do videos and stuff. Also, just I want to mention this last thing. Release party February 5th at Dive Bar. Okay, that's a double release party. So guys heard us talking about Ominous the Monster. Double release. So Ominous is also doing his release party on the same day at the exact same time that I'm doing my release party, at the exact same place. And we're both doing our releases together. So if y'all want to pop out, show love. The last time me and AAG and MIE, which is myself and Ominous and our teams, the last time we did something.
Lounge.
Packed the bitch out.
We were there.
We packed the bitch out.
We were there.
That's what we do, dog. So like, yo, huge shout out to him. And y'all gotta pop out and
you heard it here.
Yeah.
Dive.
You guys.
Open Bar Podcast. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be doing some interviews again.
Yeah, we're gonna do some live interviews.
I mean, we got our set people, but come through. You might get interviewed. This is your chance to all the people DMing us.
It's your chance to meet your favorite podcasters.
Yeah,
basically.
For sure, man. Yeah, man. We had a lot of good stuff. I'm glad we got to talk about it all, man. So, again,
congrats on the album.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good listen. I enjoyed it. I've been playing it a lot. Yeah, especially since it is short. You can just replay it. Yeah. Right back. So.
Yeah, like at this point, the way the music is, I used to kind of be a hater of short albums, but I understand it now. It's
Yeah, it's a whole drive. It's a drive to work, bro. Like you can listen to it all the way and get every song on the way to work, and then when you're done with work, you can listen to it all the way back home, and it's like just enough. You know what I mean? So like you're not missing out on stuff. You don't feel like, damn, I wish I listened to that song before I came into work today. So you get all of it, bro.
Nah, but I'm not. There you go. There's a multiple songs. There's a few songs that they were on repeat. So we're excited. Great album.
From the Wayside, Stilo Jordan, February 5th.
Had to leave the hotel, fell off for a minute, trying to make it to a mill, multiply a couple digits few times, had to cut a whole wall for the image. scrimmage. Gotta lead a whole squad to a win. No scrimmage, tryna fuck up the gang. Got me feeling like a menace. Never met nobody real as me. I'm authentic. Told her hater I'ma make it to the top, and I meant it. If I ever said I did it, then damn it, I did it. I know I'm so impressive. I don't fold under pressure. My flow way too progressive. Can't hold back on the blessings. Damn, I know I'm so impressive. I don't fold under pressure. My flow way too progressive. Can't hold back on.
You probably eat ass now.
It is crazy because I never thought I was gonna be that person, but I am that person now. I mean,
He's going there.
as you age, you start to experiment and try new things. You know, you don't even know what kind of stuff we're talking about over here with some of our guests. Shout out to Definitely Not Experts. We'll show you a little clip, man.
Question. I gotta know. All right.
Yo, let's go.
I don't know for Gino, but I've never gotten my ass ate. And it seems like y'all love to do it. Where does this come from? Is it not gay?
I'm not gay.
No, I'm not gay.
I've only
either.
had my ass eaten while I'm getting my dick sucked, and I would prefer my ass eaten over getting my dick sucked.
Me too. But that's because
Thanks.
girls get bad head.
And they give good ass eating.
But jab up.
I got
What are we talking
two
about?
more times.